Hello, volleyball fans. Welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville, Ohio. Our main gymnasium as we're getting ready for girls volleyball action on this Tuesday night. Apologize. We would hope to be able to bring you the junior varsity and varsity matches tonight live on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, but we've got a firewall that we've never run into before that's blocking us from accessing the internet. So we're going to be recording using our OBS software, and as soon as we're done, we'll post it to YouTube. So we apologize. You'll be watching this after the fact, but that's the best that we can do under the circumstances. JVs are up first, and we always try to run down the rosters for the Paulding Lady Panthers. Their junior varsity number 2 is Kiara Adams. Number 5, Addison Scholl. Number 7 is SD Peace. Number 8 is Olivia Breyer. Number 9 is Tori Schlatter. Number 10, Michaela Carr. Number 11 is Riley Sanders. Number 13 is Darcy Taylor. Number 14, Molly Eiler. And number 15, Kaylee Dunham. For the Lady Aces, number 3 is McKenna Rice. Number 5, Kennedy Adams. Number 6, Liberty Doctor. Number 7, Helen Leon Flores. Number 9, Reagan Cayley. Number 10, Paige Ayers. Number 15, Kaylin Metz. Number 16, Hannah Ridgway. And number 17 is Teslyn Reed. And tonight is a purple out night to help support 6th grader Kirsten Vetter, who is battling cancer, and purple's her favorite color. So everyone, including the HIX-TV crew, is wearing purple tonight to show our support for Kirsten. Best 2 games out of 3 for the JVs. Aces with the ball first. Adams puts it over the net, and we're underway. We'll thank all of our underwriters as we move through this match. That's going to be out. Early point for the Lady Panthers. They'll get the serve back. Kind of a frustrating evening, I'm not going to lie. But we'll see what we can get to do to get it straightened out before senior night on Thursday. Aces tap it over, and that'll be a point for Hicksville as they'll get on the board finally. 2-1, Paulding. GMC action here on a Tuesday night. And glad to have you with us here on Hicksville Community Television. And that'll be out. Tied at 2. He's looking to get it set up. And that'll be a point. And Hicksville will take the lead for the first time tonight, 3-2. And dropping back, McKenna Rice. Nope, I take that back. That is not McKenna Rice. No, it is number 3. Okay. She's wearing her hair different. Slapped over. Paulding digs it out of there, puts it over the net. That'll be out. And Rice's serve will continue. That went off of Adams' wrist, and it hits the deck. And Paulding gets the ball back. Kiara Adams, Ridgway, and Doctor slaps it over. Nice save by the Lady Panthers. And that one will again be put over by Reed and goes sideways towards the bench. Aces up by 3. Teslin Reed drops back to serve. And that one drops in nicely. That's number 24, which not on the JV roster, but I do have a number 24 on the freshman roster for Paulding, Maria Mans. So we'll assume that's her. Taps it over. Paulding gets it back across, and that's off the hands of Ayers and drops in. Panthers pull back to within 1. Mariah Mance with the serve. Ridgway sets it up for Ayers. That'll get slapped over, and that'll be out. Adams dove for it, but it's a good thing she didn't make contact. Into the game now, number 8, their libero, Olivia Breyer on the JV side of Paulding. And Kaylee comes in for the Lady Aces up at the net. Doctor's serve is way too hard. It goes out the back, and again makes it a 1-point game. Checking in to serve number 11, Riley Sanders for Paulding. That's off of Adams and into the bleachers, and we're tied. Serve continues for Riley Sanders. Adams again, this time to Doctor. Rice hits it over. That's going to be trouble, and another point for the Lady Panthers as they retake the lead. They'll continue to serve with Sanders. And Metz put that one in the air, and nobody came over, and it drops to the floor. Sanders, another serve. That one's going to be out. Floated that one. Kaylee will come out. Back in is Paige Lynn Ayers, and she'll drop back to serve for the Lady Aces. Ayers' serve drops in nicely. Paulding goes to set it up. Ridgway. She'll slap it over. Set up for the Panthers. Nice recovery, and it gets caught between Adams and the net. Paulding will go up by a couple. Dropping back to serve number 9, Tori Schlatter. Nice hit. Number 14, Molly Eiler, gets the point for her team. That's going to be trouble. They managed to contain it, get it over the net. Aces try again. Adams. Ridgway sets up to Rice, and Metz puts it over. Got a Rice, a little tap over, right back to Rice. Now Ridgway. The volley continues, and another point for the Lady Panthers. And our first time out of the evening. Called by Paulding, called by Hicksville, trailing by 4. 12-8. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us. Had kind of an abbreviated pregame because of all of the technical issues we were trying to solve. But I want to say a big thank you to all 4 of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible for this junior varsity match. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, and of course, ARC Solutions Incorporated, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. We'll talk more about them coming up shortly. The teams will break huddle. We'll get ready to get back into action here. We'll also tell you about the procedure that we're going to follow between matches here so that you're up to date on that too, even though you'll be watching this after the fact. Adams. And that one just dribbles over the net for another point for the Lady Panthers. Yep. That one goes out past the back line, and Ridgway will drop back to serve for the Lady Aces. Ridgway's serve, it's a good one. Paulding, Doctor, and then DeRice, and Adams slaps it over. Panthers look to answer and go into the net, so it'll be another point for the Lady Aces. They'll pull back to within 3, and Ridgway will continue to serve. Good serve, and that'll be a point for the Lady Aces. They pull within 2. Ridgway to serve once again. That one slapped over, and it's going to be into the net for number 10. Didn't get it all the way over. Or went all the way over. Ridgway's serve. So get back into action. Another setup for the Panthers. They'll tap it over. Ridgway to Ayers, and Adams puts it over for the Lady Aces. And that's going to be across the line. That would be number 14, they said. So tied at 13, the Aces still with the serve, and Hannah Ridgway puts it up, and Adams puts it right back over. That'll be off the palm of the hand, or the heel of the hand, and another point for the Aces as they go back on top, 14-13. Ridgway continuing a nice run here at serve. Ayers, and Ayers pops it into the stands. So we'll be tied at 14, and the Panthers will get the serve back. Game 1 of the junior varsity match here tonight at the red zone. Doctor, Adams, and Rice puts it over. Nice shot. Molly Eiler drops it in there. And it's not going to make it. Teslin Reed dropped it in nicely, and we're tied at 15. Aces will get the serve back. It'll be Kennedy Adams dropping back. Adams, good serve. Panthers set up a nice return. Ayers. And that's Doctor putting it over. Quick tap over. Ridgway just gets it over the net. That'll be out. Adams gets another point for the Lady Aces with a good serve. And that'll be out. Way too much on that one. Aces back up on top by 3 now. Another good-looking serve from Adams. Paulding. Ridgway. And Adams again. Floats it over the net. Another setup for the Lady Panthers. Ayers to Rice. Doctor just drops it in. What a shot. Liberty Doctor had the touch that time. As we've got another timeout on the floor. And we'll let you know that if you're watching this after the fact, when we wrap up this live stream, we're going to see if we can do either an update or a restart on our OBS computer in the time between games and see if that solves the problem. And I'll also go get another camera, another device, and we'll try maybe a different type of software and see if we can bring you the varsity game live as we were supposed to. So we'll see if we can figure out an alternative in the break between the games. And if that's the case, then if you're watching this first and the varsity game is coming up on afterwards on Mediacom 12 or SMT 8 or whatever the case may be, if we have to switch to a different camera, we may not have the scoreboard cam. But we'll fill you in on it as we go along. Coming out of the timeout, Aces up 19-15. Adams with the serve for Hicksville. Puts it over, another good-looking serve. And that's going to be Aces as they go into the net. Paulding does. And the Hicksville Aces hit 21st in Game 1 of the JV match. Adams, again, a good-looking serve. And that's going to be another into the net. SDPs that time. So, wait for a moment for the net to start vibrating a little bit, and Adams will serve again. Another good-looking serve from Kennedy Adams. Ryer, and then they send it over. And here's Teslin Reed dropping it down. Nice response, and caught the Lady Aces looking that time. The Panthers drop it in. They'll get the serve back, and it will be number 7, SDPs. Back to serve for Paulding. SD's serve. Right to Ayers. And then to Rice, and Adams puts it into the net. And they run. They can't get there in time. It'll be a point for the Lady Aces. They'll get the serve back. McKenna Rice will drop back for the serve. Aces put the ball up. Good-looking serve from Rice. Eiler puts it over for the Panthers. And there's Reed. Eiler again. Slaps over to Adams. And then to Rice, and Doctor puts it over. Ridgway, and Doctor over again. Nice hit. Nice job, Michaela Carr. Timed that one just right to make it a 22-18 game. as number 1, which I believe is Jayla Griffith, drops back to serve. And that'll be out. So Griffith's serve gives the Lady Aces another point, and Teslin Reed back to serve for Hicksville. Reed, nice touch, and that'll be an ace. That was off the hands of Kiara Adams. And game point for the Lady Aces. Reed, dig that one out. Block from Metz, and it falls to the floor. There was nobody there to back her up. And so the Panthers get the point, and the serve. Mariah Mans to Ridgway, and tapped over by Rice. And that'll be in. 24-20 now, as the Lady Panthers aren't going to give up here. Down by 4. Mans with the serve again. Doctor, Rice, and Adams puts it over. Ridgway, Ayers taps it over. And that'll be Rice to Adams, and Ayers again will knock it over. Paulding will set it up. Mans, and then Ridgway taps it. Ridgway, Rice, and then Adams. I'm going to have to slap that one over, and that'll be out. That'll game will go to the Lady Aces, 25-20. The final score here in game 1. So we'll take a break between games here, and for the first time, will say a big thank you to a couple of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, looking for something brand new or pre-owned, a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selections on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. So proud to have them as a Diamond Level underwriting supporter of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. We also want to say a big thank you to Tony Nicewander and the whole gang at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, offering solutions to business and industries like welding, powder coating, a safety issue, and more. And they're also looking to add to their workforce. They have a lot of great opportunities available. If you're interested in a great place for a first career, second career, honing the skills you already have, log on to aptmfg.com/careers and get a full listing of all the opportunities that they have available. You can fill out an application, upload your resume. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, you might be able to become part of the APT manufacturing family. We want to thank them so very much for their Diamond Level underwriting of all of our Aces Sports action as well. Our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the Hicksville Industrial Park, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. A little under a minute to go here. Again, it's best 2 out of 3, so it's a must-win for the Lady Panthers here in game number 2 of the junior varsity match. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, not with you on the live stream as we had hoped, but we're recording it, and we'll be posting this as soon as we can when we get wrapped up here tonight, so there won't be much of a delay on YouTube. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience, and we thank everybody for their understanding, or not sure just what's happening to lock us out, but we'll see if we can get it sorted by the senior night game coming up on Thursday. So Paulding should have the ball and the serve to start game number 2 as the officials check the rosters and the placement and allow the teams then to substitute in the libero. It gives me a quick moment to have a drink of soda. So we're underway, and it'll start off with a quick point for the Lady Panthers. As SD Pease is back to serve the volleyball to start game number 2. Pease' second serve, put right over the net by Doctor. The Lady Panthers go to set it up, tapped over by Rice. Kennedy Adams. Nice recovery by the Lady Panthers. Doctor to Rice. Adams again. Taps the net but goes over. That was Ayers. And then Reed puts it across for the Aces. Ridgway. And Adams again. And that one drops in. Got a nice backspin on that hit from Adams, and it just rolled off of Breyer's hands onto the deck. Adams serve. Breyer nearly out into the commons area. Adams, and then Rice, and here comes Reed, and Reed just inside. Put the Panthers down by 2. That one does go out into the hallway. They'll scoop up the ball and get it back to Kennedy Adams. She'll continue her service. Adams, another good-looking serve. Paulding, and that was a miss by Mans into the net. Nice hit, and that's going to be a point for the Lady Aces, or for the Lady Panthers. Mariah Mans puts the ball in the air. Ayers for the Aces. Reed. Reed drops it in nicely. Mans will come out in for her number 2, Kiera Adams. And it will be McKenna Rice back to serve. Rice. Breyer puts it over. Rice to Ridgway, and then Reed clears the net. And that's going to be off of Doctor's hands. It's really hard to dive away from the net and try to hit the ball back towards the net at the same time. And that one's going to go way up, and Adams salvages it, and Rice gets it over. Ridgway, nice little tap over. That one's sent over by Kate Mans, number 25 for Paulding. Adams, and then Ridgway will send it over for the Lady Aces. Ridgway, nice dig out. The Doctor taps it over. As the volley continues here in this series. And finally, Michaela Carr manages to put it right down onto the floor. to draw the Panthers back to within one. Adams. That one, nice block by Reed. Aces will get the point and the serve back, and Teslin Reed will drop back to serve. Aces knock it over and drop it in nicely. Ayers with the point. Well, it just hangs up there, and that'll be a double hit. Yep. 2 in a row for Doctor, so point goes to the Lady Panthers. Down by 2. And Riley Sanders goes back to serve for Paulding. And that'll be a point. Again, that was off of Doctor's wrists and went sideways. Up and over it goes. High shot, and the good setup for the Panthers. And that one rolls right off of Ridgway's arms and out. Adams going to slap that one over. Another good setup, and that's going to be a double hit on the Paulding side, so Aces get the point and the ball back. Reagan Cayley checks in for Ayers on the Hicksville side. And Doctor back to serve, her team up by 1. Doctor's serve, it's a good one. That goes off the hands of arms of Adams and hits the back wall. Another nice setup for the Panthers. Adams gets it. They'll tap it back over. Breyer. And now up and over it goes. And that's a good shot by Pease as she found the empty spot on the floor. Drops it in to pull the Panthers within 1. Mariah Mans back into the game for Paulding as Adams will have a seat. Ridgway pops the serve, and Doctor sends it over the net. That's going to be out. That one skied on. That was Darcy Taylor, and that one just went way higher and farther than she anticipated. Ayers back into the game for the Aces. She'll drop back to serve. Hicksville up by 2. Myers puts it over for Paulding. Ridgway. Now Rice, and Adams slaps it. That one goes up, and a nice recovery by Paulding. Doctor, and again to Rice. And there was some confusion there between Mans and Adams, and the ball hits the floor. 10-9 game, Aces in the lead, but the serve reverts back to Paulding. Taylor puts it up. That'll be a point. We'll be tied. Panthers with the serve. We're tied at 10. Doctor puts it into the... Yep. Alex McLaughlin, Aces head coach, with some words from the bench. That one goes into the net, so Panthers will give the Aces a point and tie it back up at 11, and the serve goes back to Hicksville. Hannah Ridgway will drop back. Ridgway's serve. That's about as close as you can get, and they say that that's all right. One official said in, one said out. They're going to give the point to Paulding. And Ridgway. Rice hits it over. And that'll be out. It is. Mans hits it over the net, and it lands just out of bounds. So tied at 12, and the serve goes back to Hicksville. Adams, good-looking serve. Gets dug out there by the Panthers, and that'll be out. Too much onto that one from Molly Eiler. Adams, another nice-looking serve. Panthers, Rice, Ridgway, and then Doctor puts it over. Mance, and back the other way. Hicksville once again and again. Liberty Doctor puts it over. Ridgway. And Ridgway again. And good reaction from Olivia Breyer. She held up and let that one drop out of bounds to tie it back up at 13 all. Mariah Mans to Ridgway. Rice and Doctor. Doctor drops it in nicely. Aces will rotate, and it'll be McKenna Rice back to serve. Rice, and then Doctor. Doctor puts it over again. Breyer. Now Ridgway. And Ayers misses, and we're tied at 14. Kate Mance back to serve now for the Panthers. Into the net. And so it'll be Teslin Reed serving for the Aces. And that one goes off of her hand a little bit awkwardly and lands out of bounds, so we're tied back at 15. Teams are pretty much matching each other point for point. No one's really established any dominance in this game so far. Ridgway to Ayers. And then back the other way at the Lady Panthers. Rice puts it up, and that'll be Ayers again. And that'll be in. Good hit. STPs. Adams, Rice, and here's man, and that's going to have too much on it. Kaylin Metz, rather. Back to serve again, Sanders. And that's off of Ridgway and end of the deck. 3-point lead now for Paulding, and a timeout on the floor. Aces call their first timeout as they've they've just informed us that at the end of the JV match there will be a short community announcement. So we'll sort of hold on, I guess, a little bit to see what that is.
So I'm working, of course, to get the issue resolved. Actually, I'm working with the technology director from Hicksville Schools. He actually contacted me, so we're working to get the issue resolved.
All right.
So hopefully we can get it resolved before the
varsity game. And if not, like I said, we'll try a separate device. And if that doesn't work, we'll do the same as we're doing right now with the OBS software, and we'll have until Thursday to get it squared away. So appreciation, hats off. Jeff Schaefer is the technology director. He's a good guy to work with, and he is always there to help out, and we appreciate very much him reaching out to us, and because we came down here and little tap over, nicely done by the Aces. So, again, our appreciation to him for helping us out here tonight. 18-16. Because he really does a great job. People come to this school, and they are often amazed just how technologically advanced and all the capabilities that they have here at Hicksville schools. Chris has told me the thing that he's scared about the most after graduating is having to give up his MacBook.
Yes. I think that's all the seniors.
He goes, I wish there was some way I could buy it.
Well, I mean, of course, that's a thing for all seniors. We won't get it back our next year. So all of our documents, such as resumes and all that we might have done on like a Pages document, we have to convert and send over.
Well, you just have to save everything before you turn it in. It's a 1-point game as we got distracted by our tech talk, and we apologize about that. And that's a good block by Kaylin Metz, and that ties us back up at 18. So whatever was said in that Aces timeout took root and grew. And we're back to a tie game, and that one is in. And the Aces jump out ahead 19-18. And a timeout called by Holly Trop, head coach of the Paulding Panthers JV squad. And again, they're making an announcement that we do have a community announcement that they're going to be making at the end of this game. Again, tonight everybody is wearing purple. It is a purple out to show support for 6th grader Kirsten Vetter. Kirsten is battling cancer, and purple is her favorite color. So everybody is wearing purple tonight as a show of community support for that little girl. We wish her the very best. And we encourage you to come out if you can tonight and wear your purple. That's going to be dropping in nicely. Doctor's serve. It's a good one. And nice save by Adams and Metz. Over again. That's Rice to Ridgway. Rice will put it over again. Tap over. Rice says she's got it. And Ridgway set up for Kennedy Adams. She'll knock it over. Slap over, and that one in. Oh. So a nice shot by Paulding just inside the line to tie us back at 19 all. And that's going to be a point for the Lady Panthers as they're the first squad to hit 20 in game 2. Again, a must-win for the Lady Panthers to stay alive in this JV match. And that's in. That's a good serve right in the corner. Nicely done by Tori Schlatter. Schlotter's serving again. Ridgway. And that's tapped over by Doctor. And they'll push that one over. And they caught him out of position, and that's going to be another point for the Aces, or for the Panthers. It looks like we may have game 3 here. Schlatter, and that one will be out. So Schlatter, a couple of great serves, and then she floats that one, gives the Aces a point, and then they try to give the volleyball back to Paulding, and okay, Paulding will roll it back across the net. So here we go. Paisley Ayers. And that's going to be, they saved it. I thought for sure there was going to be a point for the Aces. Adams pushes it over. Briers up and Ridgway. And Rice will scoop it over. And that's going to be another troubling one. Doctor dives after it, but it's not able to get it up high enough for any of her teammates to be able to help out. So another timeout called, and that'll be the last one of this game for the Lady Aces. They trail by 3, 23-20 in the JV match. They lead 1-0 in the best 2 out of 3. Bill and Chris, we're glad to have you with us on what will be a tape-delayed broadcast. But we should be able to get this posted pretty quickly because hopefully we can we're recording it on the OBS software. So between games, I can run and grab a flash drive, and Christopher can pull it off and download it onto a flash drive.
Well, actually, I won't even need to do that. I can just do it directly from the laptop.
That's true. We can just do it right. You can just post it directly to YouTube. So that's what we're going to try to do at least. In theory, it sounds good. So
yes. Of course, though, with that option, there can be a lot of little hiccups that could happen.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see how things go.
We'll try our best.
It's the fun of this job. You never know what's going to happen when you're broadcasting. Serve is up. Aces looking to respond. They're down, and a nice drop in by Kaylin Metz. As she puts it right in the gap between the lines and draws the Aces back to within 2. And Kaylee will step out, and Teslin Reed back in for the Aces. Rice, Ridgway, and Adams puts it over. We'll center it back up, and Hannah Ridgway puts it over. However it goes, again Ridgway. Rice looking to set it up, and Ridgway taps it over again. Now it's Paulding's turn. That's going to be trouble. It's great play by SDPs as, again, she sent it right into the empty corner. And it's going to be game point for the Lady Panthers. Looking to draw this series even at 1 game each. Aces. And that's Adams. Now Paulding taps it over. Reed. Ridgway. And Rice. And Kennedy Adams. And that'll be a point for the Aces. So Kennedy Adams gets the point, and the Aces stay alive. They'll get the serve back. Have to win by 2 points. Kennedy Adams skies it. And then Rice knocks it over, and it goes down. 23-24. Adams will get another serve. That last one was a little bit wobbly. We'll see if Kennedy can. There she goes. And a nice block, and we're tied at 24. Timeout on the floor. We could see that coming as Coach Holly Trop calls the timeout, and so I can see the third graders coming in. I heard that I heard through the grapevine that when they introduce the varsity players later tonight, the Hicksville third grade volleyballers are going to be with them. They're going to be getting announced as well. They even gave me a roster. So,
wow.
So the third graders, the only bad news is if they're throwing little things out, little souvenirs out into the crowd, I doubt any third grader is going to have the arm strength to get them up to you.
Hey, Bill, you never know. I mean.
All right, Adams back to serve. We're all tied up at 24. Again, you have to win by 2. Adams. And a nice save, and Reed puts it over. Paulding. Again, Kennedy Adams, Rice, and Liberty Doctor. Paulding, nice setup. Doctor, Rice, taps it over. Now Adams to Rice once again, and then Reed. Reed has had some luck with that little dunk over, but not this time. Reed gets a hand on it, and they send it back over. Doctor. Ayers now. As neither team wants to give up here. Liberty Doctor, nice save by Briers. Ayers in the back row. Rice and Adams. And off of Adams' fists, and 25-24 Paulding. They'll get the serve, and it'll be game point for the Lady Panthers. Into the game, number 2, Kiera Adams. Adams going to drop back to serve. And there's a brief consultation going on regarding the players on the court and their placement. So they've got everything all squared away. They're going to do a quick double check on the Aces side, but they'll blow the whistle. Adams. They'll tap it over. Briers. Over it goes, and that'll be Ridgway hitting it under the net. And so game 2 will go to Paulding, 26-24. And we'll get ready for game 3. Our junior varsity volleyball action is being brought to you tonight, courtesy of our diamond level underwriters. They include the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. They have a full-service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs, also medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gifts, sundries, and so much more. Next time you're in downtown Hicksville, stop by and pay them a visit. See for yourself the difference that being locally owned and operated makes. We want to thank them so very much for their diamond-level underwriting support of all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. And, hey, if you'd like to get information on the latest flu shot, COVID booster, or more, give them a call, 419-542-6218. I want to thank the Myers family so very much for their diamond-level underwriting support. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Thanks also to our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility, or ARC Solutions Incorporated. There we go. I'm sorry. Christopher, I'll let you change the slide. We want to say a big thank you to ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, offering plasma, robotics, welding, and so much more. It's incredible all the things that they do and all of the solutions they can provide for business and industry. You can learn more by checking them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. I want to thank Denny Vetter and the whole crew. They are such a great group. Whenever you see community activities going on, the splash pad or anything along those lines, you always see ARC Solutions as one of the primary contributors. They are just a terrific, terrific bunch and such an asset to the Hicksville community. We want to thank them for their diamond-level underwriting support. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Well, it's all even, one game each, so this one's for all the marbles. The winner takes all. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you with us for JV coverage of the Lady Aces and the Lady Panthers from the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School this evening. And they'll throw the ball over, and I'm not sure who will have the ball to start game 3. As the third graders continue to make their way into the stands here, right down from where Christopher is operating. They're all wearing their purple tonight too. So they'll check the team's rosters and the positions of the players. They'll bring in the liberos, and we'll get ready to get the deciding game underway here at the Red Zone. Aces with the ball in the serve to start game 3. Kennedy Adams puts it over the net, and we're underway. Paulding, nice slap, and it'll drop in nicely, and the Panthers out to the early 1-0 lead off the hands of number 14, Molly Eiler. Into the game for Paulding, Michaela Carr, number 10. And dropping back to serve, number 7, SDPs. Doctor puts the ball over for the Lady Aces. Ridgway, Adams, and Doctor. That one drops in. Another point for the Panthers. Piece off of the hands of Ridgway, and Doctor slaps it over again. Ayers, Adams, and Doctor. Nice setup, but a good stop by Ridgway. Justin Reed tapped it over for Hicksville. And that goes into the net. Michaela Carr just mistimed it a little bit, and the Aces have their first point of game 3. And McKenna Rice will drop back to serve. That one's out, and we're tied at 2. Ridgway, nice tap over by Rice. Let's see, the Aces can get another good setup here. Ayers, nice job. Paige Ayers puts the Aces on top for the first time, 3-2. Another serve coming from McKenna Rice. Rice, good looking serve. Digs it out, then Ridgway, and Ayers will put it over the net. And that'll be out again. Molly Eiler. A little too much mustard on that. Just misses on the back line. Rice, another good-looking serve. And that one will be in. That one drops in just inside the line. Panthers close the gap. It's a 1-point game now, 4-3 Aces. And Adams, Kiera Adams, will drop back to serve for Paulding. Adams to Kennedy Adams. And Doctor will put it over for Hicksville. And that'll be a Aces point as she went into the net. So the Aces steal one there. Ridgway will step out for Hicksville. As both Metz and Reed with the serve. Teslin puts it across the net, and that one just goes a little too far, about a foot beyond the line. So they'll trade points, and the serve goes back to the Lady Panthers. Kate Mans puts it up. Ridgway. Doctor on the other side puts it over the net. Adams, and then Rice will tap it over. Again, Adams, and again, Rice. That's going to be a good shot. Schlatter zeroed that one in. I know, Chris. It's good practice for basketball. Doctor into the net. Chris will get to practice his camera steadying skills here for a little bit. That one off the hands of Adams, but Ridgway backs her up. And then Rice will get it over the net. Adams, and that'll be Ayers. And Ayers, nice touch. It's off the wrists of number 13, Darcy Taylor. And it spins down onto the floor. Tied at 6. And Liberty Doctor into the net. Sanders' serve goes over the net. Gets tapped right back over. Doctor sets it up for Adams. Adams, that's Klopfenstein. Over it goes. Ridgway. And Ayers just floats it over that just barely clears the net. Drops in. We're tied at 7. And it's Paige Ayers back. Her serve is a high one. Klopfenstein. And a nice kill. And that was McKenna Rice. One more serve for Ayers. And tapped over by Adams. And good job by Kennedy Adams to not go in the net that second time. It'll go to the floor, and it'll be a 2-point lead now for the Aces. And Ayers puts that one into the net. Timeout. I saw it before the official did. Timeout on the floor, called by the Aces. Up by 1, 9-8, but maybe starting to get a little ragged around the edges. So again, Coach Alex McLaughlin will huddle up and talk things over. Holly Trop will take advantage on the other side of the net to do the same with her girls. We're in game 3. It's all even, one game apiece, so this one's for all the marbles. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us on HIX-TV. Our coverage will continue. We are also going to be here for the varsity action tonight, a purple out night in support of Kirsten Vetter. Kirsten is a 6th grader who's battling cancer here at Hicksville. And her favorite color is purple. That's why it's a purple out night. Shows some community support. We'll get ready to get back into action. It'll be Schlatter back to serve for the Panthers. That's out. Good eye by Ayers as she lets it go out on the side. Aces up by 2, 10-8. And Hannah Ridgway, libero back with the serve. Ridgway, good looking serve. High arcing return. Schlatter slaps it over and finds the hole. Good job by Schlatter to close the gap and cut the Aces lead to 1. Klopfenstein will step out, and number 25, Kate Mann's in for Paulding. That one. Another kind of remarkable recovery. It's always amazing when they are able to adapt or correct for a deflection when it bounces off of one of the big ducts or one of the support beams in the ceiling. Adams, over the net it goes. Nice setup for the Panthers. Tap over, Rice, Adams, and Reed. Reed's going to arc it a little too far to the side. It'll fall out of bounds. And we're back to a 1-point game. Ace is still in the lead. Ridgway, Rice, and then Doctor. Another good setup for the Panthers. Good job by Adams, and a tap over by Rice. Ayers now, and then Rice, and then Doctor again, and Doctor gets blocked. And we're tied at 11. Ayers, a lot of speed on that one. Ayers mistimed it and sends it into the stands, and the Panthers go up now, 12-11. Another serve for Pease. Right to Ridgway. Tap over by Rice. Good defense by the Panthers. Aces look to set it up. Ayers taps it over. And now Rice sets it up, and good job by Teslin Reed. Point for Hicksville, and they'll get the serve back. Oh. And that was confusion between Adams and Rice as to who was going to hit that volleyball. It falls to the floor. Panthers up again by a point, 13-12. They'll get the serve back with Kira Adams dropping back. Adams, that'll be out. And Teslin Reed with the serve for the Aces. Schlatter, nice little tap over. Rice, and then Adams. And that's going to be a point as Ayers went into the net, it looked like. 14-13 Paulding. Ridgway digs it out of there. Ayers, nice hit. And Schlatter dials it in. Two-point lead now for Paulding. Mance puts it up. Ridgway, and Ayers knocks it over. And that'll be a nice shot. Drops in. Darcy Taylor with the point there to put the Panthers up by 3. Ridgway. Aces try to get something set up and going here. Doctor knocks it over. Adams. Doctor puts it over again. And Metz misses the shot, and Aces go down by 4. Doctor, Adams, and then Ayers will tap it over. Nice stop by Ridgway. Rice pushes it over for the Aces. And another nice tap over. Again, Tori Schlatter picking up the point, and it's a 5-point lead for the Aces. For the Panthers. All right, that one goes out the back. Point for the Aces. I don't know what it is with me. I've been wanting to say Aces when I mean to say Panthers and vice versa tonight. Reagan Cayley into the game for Hicksville. And Doctor's serve is a good one. Liberty Doctor puts it in there to cut the lead to 3. Ridgway. Metz puts it over, and now Schlatter for the Panthers. Another setup and a nice block by Adams. Now Ridgway, and Rice will tap it over. Schlatter with the soft touch. Fools the Aces and drops in for the point. Back to a 4-point lead, and Riley Sanders to serve for Paulding. 6 points away from wrapping this one up. Sanders. Ace. Panthers hit 20. It's a 5-point lead. And Sanders with another serve coming. Put it over. That's Rice, Doctor, and Adams. Slaughter, and that's going to be out. Too much on at that time from Darcy Taylor. So the Aces will get the point and serve back. Down by 4. Paige Lynn Ayers. Ayers drops it in nicely. Into the net. He's missed it that time. Ayers, that's to Kloffenstein. And now Pease will just tap it over, and that time, I take it back, that was Schlatter that tapped it over, so. And she'll drop back. Oh, she'll come out and turn the ball over to number 24, Mariah Mans. So Tori Schlatter will have a seat, and Mans will get ready to serve. Oh, off the hands of Kloffenstein. And that'll be a point for the Aces. Bit of luck there, but we'll take it. Hannah Ridgway puts the ball up. Kloffenstein out of Sanders. Over it goes. Ayers. And that one got smacked right back at Hicksville and caught Liberty Doctor out of position. Dives for it, but can't quite get there. 22-18. Ridgway sends it over. Sanders. And that's going to be another point for the Panthers. And it was a while coming, but I knew it was coming. That's the second timeout called from the Aces bench as they're down by 5, 23-18, and need to get something going here if they want to have any shot at taking a victory in this JV match. Crowd continuing to trickle in here on this Tuesday night. Purple out night at the Red Zone to help support Caitlin Vetter in her battle against cancer. And the Panthers are just a couple points away from wrapping this one up. The Aces have to be on their toes here tonight. This point out. They can't afford to give up any easy points. Ball's up. Doctor to Rice. Adams. A nice recovery. And they'll push it over. The Panthers will go to set up again. Doctor. Taps it over and down, and it's going to be match point for the Panthers. Darcy Taylor with the serving. Taylor looks things over, puts the ball in the air. Doctor off her hands, and that'll do it. 25-18. The Lady Panthers win game 3. And I'm gonna stop talking here, and I'm gonna have Christopher flip on the floor mics because we've got a special presentation that's about to happen here, and we want you to hear what's going on.
Tonight we'd like to welcome Patsy from the Hicksville Rotary Club Foundation. She's here tonight to offer a challenge to the local community members and businesses in support of the planned Hicksville Splashback. Tonight, the Hicksville And now, at the end of the year, will be matched dollar for dollar up to a total Rotary donation of $35,000. Thank you, Pat, for representing the Rotary tonight. If you are interested in making a donation to the HCF Splash Pad project, contact Greg or Lisa Slattery, Debbie or Cheryl Vetter, Jim or Karen Schmidt, or Kurt Collins. You can also donate directly through Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much.
So a nice and a substantial donation from the Rotary here in Hicksville towards the splash pad. So we want to thank them so very, very much for that. And with that, we're going to wrap things up here for this coverage. We do want to say a big thank you once again to all 4 of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters making our coverage possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And, of course, APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. So with that, we are going to wrap things up. We'll take a bit of a break. We'll have, of course, coverage coming shortly of the varsity matchup between Paulding and the Aces as well. And one final time in the JV match, it's the Lady Panthers taking it 2-1. Aces won the opener 25-20, but then the Panthers won Game 2 26-24 and Game 3 25-18. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back with you again shortly with more coverage from the Red Zone on the varsity side of things. And until we talk to you then, for Chris Warner operating the camera and overseeing the OBS software, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.